Just when you thought you have seen it all, we now have video evidence of citizens of this country being assaulted in a police station and not by the police, while the police just looks on. Hello everyone, welcome to the Morning Shot, your daily jolt of news analysis. Today's video will focus on a viral story that happened around social media. It happened in White River on Sunday, and it involves a few people, namely a farmer and his wife, and a bunch of people from a security company. And in what is known as an unofficial statement on their Facebook page, the person involved in this altercation says the following. They were going to the shops in White River, they were near the White River Country Club. They were going up a hill when several vehicles started overtaking on double-solid lines, having no regard for oncoming traffic. These vehicles were pushing other vehicles aside with their aggressive driving, and so she decided to start recording. And as they decided to start recording, the driver of a black Range Rover who was in this cavalcade of cars brought his car to a complete standstill in front of them, got out of his vehicle, pulled a firearm, and walked towards the driver's side of their vehicle. She then goes on to say that there were two vehicles behind her with men also coming towards the car. Her fiancé closed his window and actually reversed out of the way, smashing one of the cars in the cavalcade and going on his way to the White River police station. And during this period of time, she managed to record quite a bit of video. So here is a video about them being chased by this cavalcade of cars.
Go to the police station. I'm taking videos. Taking videos.
And then they managed to reach the police station and take refuge within it, but the people in the cars are right outside the police station, and all they do is taunt them.
Make it nice. Nice footage. Yeah. And another one.
And according to the victim's statement, the entire crowd of people inside that cavalry of cars gathered outside the police station. Some of them stayed outside and surrounded their vehicle, which they abandoned. Some of them came inside the police station, requesting that the police must let them out, solely based on the fact that the people outside wanted the cell phones of the people inside. They continued to record everything inside and outside the police station. Outside, the group of people were telling them that they will come in and shoot them. And then the police officers started to tell them, actually, you should give your cell phones to the people outside. So, no doubt, in my mind, the people in the video who want the cell phones know very well that someone took some film that incriminates them in some sort of crime. No doubt the crime of driving recklessly or pulling a firearm out in the public, that is all highly legal. And this person, his name is Barent, has it all on his cell phone, so of course they want that cell phone. But then, and we're still not too sure how this happened, people from outside who wanted this man's cell phone managed to come inside and completely assaulted him right in front of all the police officers on duty. And just to let you know, if you have a sort of sensitive disposition, the following video clip might not be suitable for everyone. The victim goes on to say that during the course of this assault we just saw, the men managed to get the phone away from her fiancé and they smashed it and took it with them. The police did nothing. And on top of that, the people who pulled the firearms on these people, the people who assaulted these people, were all free to go. No one performed any alcohol or any drug tests on these people. They all left with their firearms and no consequences whatsoever. In fact, half the police station greeted the men outside while smiling and laughing. Thankfully, it appears the man wasn't too terribly assaulted. As far as I understand, he did receive relatively minor wounds and that he's currently in a hospital for observational purposes, and we should be grateful for that. But who exactly are these people? I dug around a little bit and there's no real conclusive way to know who they actually are, and I'll tell you why. In the video with the chase scene, I found this picture, and the picture says Mumra, and they appear to be some sort of security company. But when I googled Mumra, nothing really came up for Mpumalanga or even South Africa. Apparently it's also the name of a dish in India, so no doubt the SEO is a bit funny. So that was a bit of a dead end. However, the company car was branded with a phone number, and it is a bit blurry, but I have it right here, and I actually googled the cell phone number. And when you Google that number, you find a publication of award form from the Limpopo government, namely for public works, roads and infrastructure. And if you scroll down the document, especially where it says that those unsuccessful bidders are named, you can see the telephone number pop up. And there's the telephone number 072 037 2776. The contact person is Mahlatse Maroja, and he is owner of a company called SDVK Construction and Projects. And if you Google SDVK Construction Projects, their website is ready to be launched in 19 days, and they state that they are a construction company based in Mpumalanga. They are 100% black owned by Mahlatse Maroja, and no doubt their method of making money is to get tenders from the government of Mpumalanga in order to build infrastructure for the government over there. But here's where it gets a bit weird. Why is the cell phone number of a construction company on a security car? Don't you find it strange that this man's cell phone number, who's the head of a construction company in Limpopo, his number also appears on the car that was involved in this incident? The car is a branded security car, and the people who were driving that particular car brandished weapons at civilians and assaulted them in a police station. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any further information of this particular individual, Mahlatse Maroja, or of his security company that was responsible for this crime. So I appeal to you, if you know him, or you know this company, or you know how all this is operating, please let me know. Email me info@morningshot.co.za. I hope to delve deeper into the story going forward. And just before we close up the story, this is by far one of the longest ones I ever had. The security guards that you saw at the police station who were standing up and not participating are a security company called Divergent Ops. And no doubt some of you are wondering why they just stood by watching these people get assaulted. According to their statement on Facebook, they were instructed to attend the complaint and to investigate what the situation was at the White River police station. But while the assault was commencing, the officers were instructed by the police to back off and not get involved, as it is the police's jurisdiction. And according to the law, security companies have no authority to interfere with a police incident. And because they were told not to get involved, if they were to get involved, they would be charged with obstruction of justice. So I hope that answers that glaring question. A lot of people have been on the case of this particular security company, but at the end of the day, they are not the police. Who knows what is going on at the police station? You have all these people who are not in uniform assaulting a person. They could be undercover cops, they could be detectives, they could be anyone. If anyone interferes in that fracas, they could be charged with obstruction of justice, which is, of course, a crime. And on to other news. At the time of recording, we still have no finality on what on earth happened at the ANC-NEC meeting over the weekend. Apparently this meeting was meant to clarify the line in the sand that Ace Magashule must go because he is facing criminal charges. And the ANC says if you're facing criminal charges, you must step aside until after trial. But apparently there was chaos at the conference for the whole weekend, solely for the reason that Ace Magashule has refused to step down. Apparently this happened on Sunday night when the meeting was almost done. The decision of the NEC was to read out what they wanted to do for Ace to step aside, and Ace just said no. What an absolute farce. These people can't even run a conference, and now you want them to run a country? Come now. Seriously. But anyway, after Ace Magashule said no, the ANC top 6 met in a separate meeting, and some of them actually wanted a further 2 weeks to clarify the position. But this clarifying 14 days was not agreed upon by some NEC members. So once again, at the time of recording, we still don't know what is going to happen at the NEC. Personally speaking, I hope Ace continues to say no, and I hope that Cyril tries to form a social compact with Ace. The more the ANC fights between each other, the less time it has to irritate the hell out of you and me. And for the love that all is holy, please don't see Cyril as good and Ace as bad. They're all bad. They all want the same thing. They all want to be like Zimbabwe. Some just have better PR than others. Cyril is more strategic and long-term than Ace is. But at the end of the day, they want the same thing. And that is basically the destruction of wealth in South Africa. So I'm calling on the ANC, keep fighting, brothers. We are right behind you in your fight. Hopefully there is mutually assured destruction between all of you, and the rest of us can just continue in trying to build a country where everyone feels welcome and everyone can build wealth and have property at the same time. And that's the end of the show. Thank you for watching. As always, if you want to support the show, please check the pinned comment below. There's a variety of options there for you to support the show with. And also, if you have any more information on that Mumra security firm, the one that was involved in the assaulting of those 2 people, please let me know. info@morningshot.co.za. I would like to look at any sources and try to go deeper into that story. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.